Hi there, Loy Machedo, this video from loymachedo.com, and who's Loy Machedo. Today, the date is February 11th, 2016. Time right now is 11:20 in the morning, late morning. All right, got this question from Dunil. Whenever I put up a video, doggy wants to come up. Come. I don't know why you like to come up. What do you keep thinking whenever I put up a video that you want to come up? What? Okay, fine. Here. I'm scratching. Okay, happy. I'm scratching. I'm scratching. Okay. All right. Let me make the video. Okay. The question Dunil asked, his name is Dunil. His actual name is Dunil. He's not Sunil. He's a Dunil. So that's a rare name. I don't know. Maybe it was D from the father, D from the mother, and S, Unil from the, father. Okay. Anyway. So Dunil is asking, why are people too sensitive and intolerant these days? Now, see, the fact of the matter is people have always been sensitive and intolerant. Okay, it is not something that has just happened very lately. It is not something that is completely new. It's something that has been happening over the period of time, over the years. Now, why are people sensitive? People are sensitive when they do not have the emotional maturity to handle criticism, or they feel something that they deeply believed in is being threatened. For example, if you see most of the religious people, if you say something that goes against their religious beliefs, they take it very personally. From my own personal experience, when I was one of those typical Christians, if anyone would say anything of Jesus Christ, I would be like, oh, completely go berserk. I would even want to fight with that person. I would even want to hit that person because it was something that I deeply believed in, that I held very close to my heart, that I felt was absolutely the truth. Okay? Now, that is why people are sensitive. When something is really important to them, or something they feel is like very precious to them, that sacred is the right word. For example, if when I was young, if someone called my mother, "Your mother's a bitch," I would be like, "Bastard, I'll kill you!" I'd go all that way and all that crazy stuff. And I remember once when I was very young, a couple of guys put me on the ground when I was in school. I think 4th standard or something. I'm a very young boy, and one guy just stood on top of my chest, and I got all berserk like Superman, and I was crying. And then one of the senior guys said, "What happened? What happened?" I said, "He stood on my heart. He stood on my heart, and I wanted to beat him." As stupid as I was. And then, when I was young, people would call my father, mother, anything. That would make me get, mad. In the beginning days of Facebook, if anyone would say anything about India, well, obviously India, Pakistan, you did this, you did that, you bastard, you did this, that. All the shit people you talk. And then, obviously, religion. So, even today, if you see an India-Pakistan match, people get, they go hyper when, either of the opposing teams is successful. So I just feel this is, when people take things too personally, or they feel it's something really sacred or very important to them, they feel it is threatened, then they become sensitive or intolerant. And this kind of immaturity or hypocrisy, to say the least, is very rampant where people are uneducated or they are not mature. For example, today if people tell me, your mother is a bitch, or they tell me your father's a dog, or your upbringing is not proper, or, what is the shit on your face, or they tell me I'm a loser, or, anything. I just don't care. For me, it's silly because it's just an opinion. It doesn't bother me too much. However, there are a couple of areas or avenues that does make my blood boil. Let's say, for example, if anyone were to harm a child or harm a woman, or for that matter, even harm a man, it kind of gets to me, especially children, where children or animals. Like, I love my pet dogs, and you get some of these people who they feel it's really funny if someone comes and kicks my dog or throws something, because I love them like my children. So obviously, you can't expect me to be very liberal where that happens. So why have people turned sensitive and intolerant these days? It's not these days. It has always been there. So you just need to be you need to be careful when sharing your opinions. And don't waste your time talking to such people, because it's no point. They will only believe or they'll only feel, what they think, or what they, were raised with is the reality. So, Loy from LoyMachedo.com and LoyMachedo.com sharing with you the answer to the question, why people have turned too sensitive and intolerant these days. Any questions? Send me an email. Love to hear from you. Goodbye for now.